Okay, it's time for today's CSS battle. Let's see what we've got. Okay. I think we use the nested template. We set this to the dark green. Then we set this to a linear gradient, light green, 33%, transparent, 67%, and then the off-white. Fine. Okay. That's 34, 35, 33. Okay, that is exactly is going to be 80 over 3, so 60 pixels. Like that, 120 pixels. Okay, that gets us to this. I think to next is a conic gradient. '60 wide. Okay. So if we do transparent 75%, and then dark green. It's not quite where I want that. Because I want it bottom. The bottom right. So let's try from minus 90 degrees, I think. I think that's gone bottom left. So how about minus 180? Okay, that would be bottom right. And then we set its width to 75 pixels. Something weird's going on here. Should that be right? That'll put it at the top right. And that should put it at the top left. Oh, okay, let's try that again, and then this time go 0/. And do 60 pixels. Right. That gets us everything but the circle in the middle. For which we can just use a radial gradient. Which will be this dark green. For 50 pixels and then transparent. Remember to give it a 1Q to make sure it's circular. That looks fairly close. Let's see how close that is. That is 100%. Is there a better way we could have done this? I think the only let's minimize this and unit replace. Take out the extra characters. Okay. Then let's go base template. This time around, we're going to do the bottom white part first. So we start off by giving it a white background. And we're just going to move it into place. So 160. Maybe. Okay, so that's 80. 87. Perfect. And then move it down. Not that far. That looks good. Then change this background to a linear gradient. 90 degrees. Transparent. Just do 0/75 pixels. That gets us the bottom Then to get the top, we should just be able to do box shadow 0 minus 20. And then give it the light green. And then all we're going to need is a green circle over the top of both of these. So let's add a second P tag. And that first one will give a C. No, we'll give... Oh, we don't need to do anything. Oh, yes we do. We want shadow. Move the box shadow out. Add a plus P. Height of 100. Background will start off as red. Minus 180 on here. So it's actually going to be 240. Higher than that. 320 maybe. Just make this margin 0.87. No, 4757. It's going to be 137. 120, 30, 140. Now, I do border radius 50%. Close. I'll make that 140. 142. 142 looks very close. Then we change it to this color. Let's see how close that is. That also gets us 100%, so let's minify and unit replace. It's not quite as good. So let's go back to the nested template. Set this background to this green. Leave that as red for a second. Go margin 60, 80, was it? At 90. Okay. Then set the first bit to a linear gradient 90 degrees. Right, 60 pixels. Transparent. 0/75 pixels. That gets us all of that. And then if we do a second linear gradient, of light green 60 pixels, dark green to 120 pixels, and then transparent. That'll get us that. And then all we need is the radial gradient. 1Q, green, 50 pixels, transparent. That should be another 100%. Unifying, unit replace. And I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. I can't think of another way of doing it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.